Right then, welcome back to Banjo Kazooie's Halloween special.
Halloween special, and it's what, the 2nd of June? Bit early for Halloween.
Yeah, it is. Banjo, we have to say this. Halloween's not really a thing over here, to be honest.
Well, I don't even think about it.
I don't think about it either.
Now, you were kind enough to return the compliment and take 2 damage. The thing you forgot about is that it also leaves 3 honeycomb pieces. So, better luck next time.
Well, here's the thing though. It's going to be you. It's going to be you having 2 levels. Anything to say about 9 Monster Mansion?
It's my favourite level in the game. Although Click Clock Wood I love also. Mad Monster Mansion is probably my favourite level in the game, although I can't deny I do like Click Clock Wood as well.
Yay. This is a bit weird. This is a bit weird. I thought you usually go here last.
Yeah, I thought I would. I decided to think, hold on, let's go here instead.
Right. And that was like we said before, there's going to be another Mumbo transformation. This one is actually required no matter what.
Right, I believe it's required.
Well, yeah, it's required.
With all the glitches being discovered, you can never be 100%. With all the glitches being discovered, you can't be 100%. But certainly I know of no way of doing the game without the transformation in this level. Oh, swift bats.
Which they're very weird looking bats. So they're bats.
Will you get hit, you swift bat?
Leave it!
I want this honeycomb piece.
Very vengeful sort, aren't you?
Now these windows are useless as Banjo, but they're useful for the transformation, therefore you should break them. Because your transformation cannot break them.
Just to let you know, there's gonna be oh, I see what we did. And now I say what we should do. Let's end this challenge now. Let's go have some wine.
Bearing in mind, this is from 8081, is that?
Yeah.
So that was well over 100 years ago.
I think it can still hold up.
It's like 134 years ago?
That'd be more than that. That'd be more than that. It'll be like over 200, wouldn't it? Also one was already open.
Again, stop and swap. But I'm too lazy to show it off. But normally the one that was open would normally be impossible to get through, but then the cheat code, stop and swap, and boom, you've got it. It's good bats.
Shouldn't you do something? We'll get there in a minute. Because I know what Jesse's going to do the second we get to that gate.
Wait, talking about the blind LP?
Yeah.
And again, in the interest of helping your transformation, be sure to break these windows.
Yeah, once you got to learn the hard way.
But no point entering with Banjo.
Yeah.
Oh, sugar.
Oh,
and the windows down here are useless. They only contain non-mandatory stuff, aka eggs, feathers, etc. Stuff you can get by without. So I don't bother with the lower windows. They're not mandatory.
Hey look! See that pirate? That was originally going to be the main character.
Yes, this is a very significant person. That creepy looking pirate apparently was at one point going to be the main character.
Yeah.
Which again leaves me questioning Rare, and I got a bit stuck there, which leaves me again questioning Rare and what goes through their minds.
Yeah. I mean, it was just a prototype. They were going to make that the main character. I mean, they were making. Do you know how long Conker's been in development for?
Too long?
About let's see, 4 years, I believe. Granted, that's probably because they had to scrap a lot of ideas. Because it wasn't originally supposed to be, you know, what originally it's supposed to come out as. It's supposed to be like it's supposed to originally, you know, be, you know, happy platform, you know what I mean? And then they changed it.
It changed it quite considerably.
Yeah.
The tip for this level, bottom windows, don't bother about them, the stuff's not mandatory. Middle windows, break them, but save them for the pumpkin. Top windows, break them and enter as Banjo.
Yeah. No,
What are you getting stuck?
What's going on? What happened if you getting stuck all of a sudden? No, never gonna get to another fun fact so I can get into the house. When we get there. Oh, this is Santa Claus. Come a little bit early, haven't you, Santa? Oh, it means Christmas in July is true.
Now, you have to be careful not to touch the floorboards, because if you touch the floorboards, that sets off that guy's alarm clock, which results in you uncontrollably whacking him with a plank of wood, which wakes him up, and so you can't get the jiggy. But if it's this way, and you can get the jiggy.
Do you know what that is?
Well, the viewers, do you recognise that voice? You should recognise that voice.
It's actually Banjo's sound clip slowed right down.
I was surprised myself.
It's literally just Banjo's voice clip slowed right down. That's literally it.
I never would have guessed.
Why is there a picture of Mumbo in this house?
Is he secretly evil?
Well, would you want to speak about what happens when you get a game over?
Quite possibly. At the moment, I just want to show this off. Which you can fly, which enables you to get some blue eggs, or an extra life, and which is up there. And to be honest, I don't really care for either. Although I'm gonna go into wacky mode and break the door open with different style. And now I break it.
What's that? What's that? You're gonna break it in style?
I broke it.
Yeah, but that was a different style, wasn't it?
But yeah, there's actually two characters. Okay, I messed that up. Don't worry. There's actually two characters whose voices you should recognise, because one of them is Banjo's voice slowed down, the other is Banjo's voice speeded up.
Yeah.
Okay, with that gate there, obviously you saw I did the rat-tat-tat and knocked it down, and I forgot to mention the blind LP I saw for Liam 6, where basically he didn't think to rat-a-tat-tat in the middle, instead he tried to break the lock by doing it in a place that didn't do anything, and so he didn't break it down, and then he got stuck not knowing what to do, and then eventually he realised what he had to do, and then he went kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Very entertaining blind LP for this game though.
If this is supposed to be Grunty's place, why the heck does he have a picture of Banjo and Kazooie? When did she figure out about Banjo Kazooie? When did she figure out about Banjo Kazooie?
It's a bit controversial, isn't it? This is Gruntilda's place, and yet she has some photos that she probably shouldn't have. But it's a bit interesting with Mumbo, because when you like get a game over, if you like save and quit or whatever, then
on the other side.
Then Mumbo actually approaches like Gruntilda with like a flower, and he's like attracted to her, but that's obviously after the transformation.
So he plays for the winning side. I'm seeing.
Oh. I'm not sure. Maybe Mumbo's secretly evil. Who knows? Oh, yeah, in this ghost you can actually kill with gold feathers, but you don't get a honeycomb piece, and it comes back after a little while anyway.
Mhm.
And don't get the witch ones because they take damage.
No, I didn't realise there was a hole in the wall.
Didn't you?
No. No, must not have been paying attention.
Well, there's more than one.
You think that one
Like
might
the ceiling as well.
You think they'll?
There's holes everywhere.
Oh. You think they would you would jump up there and see what's in there, but probably can't go in there. Right then. What are we doing now, eh? In fact, do you remember when I saw about the game goes, they actually just did this level while I was speaking about the you know what.
Out of interest, do you reckon it's possible to make a WoW pun?
I don't know. I'm just not feeling very unwell, to be honest.
And you managed to succeed at it. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, golly me. Skull Kid, you done it again.
Is it just 4 notes? 4?
Wow, 4.
Oh, no, I don't.
Oh, 4. Oh, 4.
Okay, I'll be saved by a grape.
Hey, Jesse, little Timmy fell down a well.
I hear, but I don't care.
Oh, heartless, aren't you?
Indeed, I am.
No wonder in Kingdom Hearts you're always on nobody's side. Granted, I said this before, I've never played Kingdom Hearts, so I don't want to give two shits about it.
I don't like it as much as Final Fantasy.
I just find it convoluted. Very, very weird, this one. You can swim like on top of it, but the second you die, oh, you're gonna get hit.
Basically, that water stuff, whatever it is, if you go under it, it takes damage, but you're okay not under it, which is weird.
Yeah. Right then, are you ready to go to church?
As the song goes, you ever heard the song "Take Me to Church"?
No.
Oh well. If you want to, then whatever.
And why?
This is completely unnecessary. I'm just doing it to show you how easy it is if you were to cheat and do things this way. Easier.
Yep. And now we're going inside. You could die here, by the way.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Doing the level without when doing the level with minimum moves, aka without gold feathers, these ghosts are a pain because there's no killing them.
Well, geez, it's like that ghost. It's like, well, really? You can kill a ghost?
Only with gold feathers.
But if you kill a ghost, they just come right back due to the fact they are already dead.
I would love to confront these ghosts about how much I hate Gruntilda. Oh shit, about how much I hate Gruntilda. Problem is that they say you should always confront the organ grinder. So I guess I'll have to leave the monkeys alone. And the pun intended, if you got the pun. Organ grinder.
I know. Dang it.
And this place needs a clean. It's got cobwebs and beehives.
Beehives? Very small beehives, just so you know. Due to the fact this place is freaking giant. And also, if you're gonna play an organ, why don't you use? Then who's the heck is playing the organ? Because it should
The
be
white hand.
His name is
Something.
Mozan. Yeah, Mozan. Is that it? There is a quick way of doing this, but that requires memorization.
Yeah, because obviously it's the same every time, so you could just remember the order and then just do it without waiting for the hand. That's what the speedrunners do. But me, I can't be bothered to remember. Instead, I just wait for the hand.
I kind of like it. It's like when you grandfather, you grab his finger and he goes like, "Arr!" And that's the first part done. Copy this tune, means I'll be.
If you get one wrong, I think you lose a honeycomb.
You lose a part of life.
So be careful. Is the gist of what I was getting at. Can't believe as a kid I used to struggle with this.
I've always as a kid I never struggled with this, but I can imagine first time players literally just waiting for him just to play all the notes. imagine doing that. Wait till he's finished, I'll do it. I'm like, you can just do it while he's playing it. Do. And I think this is the last one. I'm alright.
And the hand vanished, but he's still able to communicate.
Can someone tell me how he's speaking?
That guy, did he not have eyes? That's a first, isn't it?
Yeah. And this organ doesn't have eyes. What the heck are we playing?
So the hand disappeared, but it was still able to verbally communicate with us. Interesting.
Must be. Okay, well, I don't know. This is an answer. No straight then. Now for probably the dangerous part. Getting the witch switch and something else.
Because when you're a kid and you don't notice the flying pads, this place becomes useless hereafter.
Yeah.
Oh, bats.
You could say they make me feel batty.
Ha! 2 bats with 1 stone.
Man, would you like to play some baseball? Oh,
You have to keep your eye on that, Jiggy.
I didn't realise the song. Oh, the song reset. Oh, odd.
You have to keep your eye on that, Jiggy.
Be careful, you're gonna fall. Be very careful. Come on.
There's no pillows to protect us.
Remember, nice and slow. Nice and slow.
Are we done in here?
Yeah, we're done. Drop down. Oh, ready? Did you get that gold feather? You know we don't need it.
We do.
There's other places to get gold feathers in. Right then, now it's time for the part where people keep referencing over and over.
Actually, that's a little bit later, actually.
We're here now.
Yes, but... Well, where am I? At the moment, we've got to go on top.
R.I.P.
Yeah, there's like... You come all the way here, and there's only like 10 notes up here. Such a rip-off, isn't it?
Just realised. I wonder whose gravestone that is.
Is that a pun?
No, I just wonder whose gravestone that is. Banjo's franchise.
I'm surprised.
Very dangerous. Right, let's see. How many more lights have we got? How many jiggers we got to get? Besides the besides the obvious ones? We're doing it now, aren't we?
Yes. This is the thing that always gets brought up.
Thank you.
Basically, obviously they do say thank you.
I hear thank you. I've heard thank you. I have never thought them say.
They do say thank you, but some people say it, although they are saying thank you, it does sound a bit like fuck you, and people do make a bit of a joke out of that. If you like think, if you're in your mind thinking fuck, it does actually sound more like it. But then when you go out to normal, it does sound like thank.
The guy who's saying thank you is actually the guy who made the music.
Oh dear.
It's kind of funny because Nintendo when they got to this part, Nintendo said, "What you?" Because during that scene they said, "What you see?" They're saying, thinking the same thing. So there's a reason why during these parts when there's extra emphasis on the thanks to make sure that it sound like. Because come on, get in there. Because if you hear it. You hear an extra emphasis on the, thank you. By the way, shouldn't you go in there?
Well, this is the one unnecessary place that I do go to because, although it's basic stuff, there is quite a lot of basic stuff.
Even gold feathers. Hi, Paris. And alive. Man.
Tamumbo, is it?
You're missing an egg.
Ooh. To Mumbo?
Yeah, to Mumbo. Right.
Actually,
No, don't need that. No, you've already been in there, remember?
this is what Liam 6 did. It's like, the padlock's not breaking. What do I do? Then after loads of failing... Well, it wasn't that gate though, it was the first one I knocked down.
And he was like... Well, and then he just exploded.
Quite literally. I think there's only gold feathers around here. Right, and some notes, but
What did you tell us this one? What's the machine again?
I doubt it. No. The moment you see the tokens going down, it is a normal transformation. We say hello to the pumpkin!
Which is Banjo's voice clip sped right up.
Yeah, that's the interesting fact about the voice. Banjo's voice, but sped up. So we have Banjo's voice slowing down and Banjo's voice sped up.
Yeah. And there should be another Mumbo token in here. Ekum Bokum. Right then, there's only 3, so that's the well. There's the well, the certain place, and and the pipe, and this thing as well. Yeah, that's important. That's not important. This is one.
Yeah. Boys about the music. Obviously, it was another.
Oh yeah.
Swap.
Probably also reference this. For some reason, about this Mumbo token right here when we get down the toilet. Yeah, I'm not joking. We're going down the toilet. Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah, something quite interesting. In some versions, there is actually a Mumbo token in here. Basically, where I'm looking, in some versions, there is actually a Mumbo token there, which is a bit unusual because in our version there clearly is not. But I've seen a speedrunner and they obtained the Mumbo token, so there clearly is a Mumbo token. However, I think those speedrunners, I think they don't have a Mumbo token there.
No.
I think it's like one instead of the other.
Yeah.
Now the other useful thing is to drop down the pipe.
Oh, so we went down the toilet and jumped down a pipe. Ew. This. And there's only one more place to go.
The well?
Yeah.
Are we showing off all 3 Cheetos? Because obviously we've shown off the blue egg one.
Might as well.
Okay, because obviously the second Cheeto you need the pumpkin for. You need the pumpkin to give yourself access to Rusty Bucket Bay, and you also need the pumpkin in order to get the second Cheeto. And it is quite easy to die. I prefer doing this with a pumpkin.
Do you have to do this with a pumpkin?
I don't think you have to, I just prefer to. You have more control.
I'm taking them. Where's there it is. I was getting worried about that one note. Right then, let's get out of here. Let's just get out of this horrible damp world. You can definitely say this place went very well, didn't you, right? Right, we had the wolf in the background.
All good, is it?
Yeah, it's all good. Oh wait, you forgot a note! Oh. Right then, now to do this, now to go down here and... Don't worry, if you keep running, he won't hit you.
Time for where the pumpkin is mandatory. Because you have to come here to raise the water. And I don't think you can enter with Banjo.
Well, I mean, knowing videos is probably a glitch way to get in there. Huh, Mama, do you live there?
And Mumbo seems to exist twice.
And again, if you want Mumbo token, there's one right behind you. Uminaka.
I guess they think that people won't have the common sense to search right behind him.
Even Mumbo himself. Can't you get here any faster? Come and fight me. I'm the master.
Hold on.
Not.
I thought Gruntilda was desperate to become beautiful, but instead she's happily waiting for us.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah, okay.
well, such a nice gal, don't you agree?
And Mumbo's already gone back to sleep.
Wow, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow, Mumbo, yeah. You're very.
I don't know why I did that.
Umanaka. Pumpkin makes Mumbo hungry. Give me a pot. Wait. Didn't he say? You didn't say that the first time?
What's also interesting is apparently everything that Mumbo says is a penis joke.
Yeah, that's what.
Although I do fail to catch on to most of them.
Well, apparently that's what one of the developers said. There. Right then, we need to get this and Jiggy, then we need to wait and Rusty Bucket Bay, or should we say its full? Or should we say its true name?
Dusty fuck it May.
Why May? What's wrong with May?
Well, obviously there's the thank you stroke fuck you and then Rusty Bucket Bay and Rusty Fuck It Bay, is that it?
Yeah, right then.
Now be careful here. Because before you die.
Yeah. Instant death down here, because why? I don't know. Lava down here?
Whatever it is, it doesn't help you.
I'm gonna say lava. I'm just gonna say lava.
Whatever it is, it's not good stuff. Yeah, I used to die all the time. I mean, not just here, I mean just the natural stuff, just getting across to the jigsaw thing. I just died so many times.
You're not taking your sweet time. Come on, it's a straight line. How can you die from a straight line? And
that's going to be annoying coming back for her.
Does every Gruntilda thing it always has one? I thought they have multiple.
She always gives you 3 hints.
Why do I talk all the time? It's really hard to make these rhymes.
Well, then get some textile equipment and say your lips together. Yeah, so see, the second cheat, so basically Banjo is too big to fit in there. The first one, again, Banjo's too big to fit in there. The third one can only be done with Banjo.
Nasty Witches is so shall enter the red feathers on sandcastle floor in treasure.gov.
And you can probably guess the other one is gold feathers.
No!
Basically, they just double the amount of eggs you can get, the amount of feathers you can get, the amount of gold feathers you can get.
If you die here, where would you respawn?
Probably coming out of Mad Monster Mansion.
Ah, right. Okay, never mind. I was going to say maybe we should kill yourself on purpose just to get out there faster.
Forgive me for going to slide. I want to get this right. This requires being very careful, and so does Rusty Bucket Bay at times. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know. Yes, you know what I'm talking about.
The camera angles aren't very helpful either.
Like I said, this is back in the days when they haven't made a dual analog. Well, PS1, I'm not sure. Does that have dual analog yet? Because the original controller did not have the dual analog sticks for the PlayStation 1. Go on. Go on, look, you make it. Good. Now let's get let's get out of this pumpkin.
There's only the same mistake I made of then jumping across to the next bit to make a shortcut, and then Mumbo stops you, and then you fall to your death.
Do you want to skip that? Because you've already seen that. Right then, but tell me this, Jesse. How the heck are you supposed to? How do you get the Jiggy in the eye without using the fly pad?
Easy. Go onto a hat, drop down to her nose, break her eye, and boom, Jiggy's yours.
break her eye. Is that even supposed to be Gruntilda's face? Does it look anything like it?
I imagine it's her. I imagine it's her.
Doesn't look like her in the slightest.
Who else would it be?
One of her sisters.
What other witch is there?
I don't know, one of her sisters from Tui. And there's Brentilda again. And there we go. I don't like stairs much in my lair. That always makes me gasp for air. What happened there?
Oh, a short 4 cost health.
What happened? I wasn't paying attention.
It looked like a really small 4, but it still costs health. That's not very high though, is it?
That's a good question. How the heck is that? Well, no, what would be even more funny is if you drop from a very small height and you still take damage.
You're going here, but this time we're underwater because the water's raised.
Yep. Can we get a cheetah now? Can we not? Oh, we just raise it a second time, don't we?
We can get the Cheeto now. Just a question. I think we can get the Cheeto now. It's just a question of should we?
Do it after Rusty Bucket Bay. Well, it's gonna be a very big backtracking.
I'm trying to remember how the speedrunners do it. I'm sure they can. They just jump straight across. Is that how they do it?
Just do it regular way.
The speedrunners, they do it so they can just go straight across and make it. I made it.
And there's level 2.
I think we can now get it. To be honest, it probably makes sense to do it after Rusty Bucket Bay because the Gruntilda switch jiggy is basically right there. So you might as well tie it in.
I was going to say I couldn't pop that.
Oh, it's a useless shortcut. You might as well enter Rusty Bucket Bay, hit the witch switch, jiggy, get the jiggy, then raise the water again, then get the third Cheeto, because it's all in with each other.
Yep, right then. And there's everyone's bane of existence.
The scariest level in the game. Scary, because the engine room. The engine room scares you.
If anyone was stuck on this game, it'll probably be the first thing I'll probably say is Rusty Bucket Bay. Many of game overs I've had in this place. Right, you want to end it? Right then. We'll see you next time for Rusty Bucket Bay.